In this video, we're going to discuss the universal collective energy for the lunar month for the Virgo new moon. Welcome and greetings. My name is Edward, psychic medium, animal communicator, your soul messenger host, assisting us all, including myself, to live, love, and manifest a life that our soul intended for us to live this lifetime. Let's get busy. So first, suggested viewing for the Zodiac year 2019. Go to my website, edwardragosta.community, link your zodiac sign link. It will be there. The video is there. It's titled Ordinary Human, and that's the theme song as well. Ordinary Human, that's there as well. Then for the next 3 months, they're going to be on the same link. The Zodiac Cancer Solar Eclipse, A Matter of Trust. The Capricorn Lunar Eclipse, Whistle While You Work. And for Virgo 2019, the Zodiac month, Sky Fits Heaven. All those 3 videos, plus the theme healing song, is on my website, edwardragosta.community, link Medium Tarot TV. And so those videos will be there, and this video will be there as well. And this video is an example of my video subscription service, Medium Tarot TV Plus, Feed Your Soul. And that's also where you can subscribe. All right, check it out. All right, so let's pick up where we are continuing or left off. And we're going to start with the current week energy, though everything discussed in this video is going to be in effect for a lunar month, new moon to new moon in this case. So the week in question is August 30th through September 6th. That's when it'll be the strongest, but, all right. So here we have the energy of, this has to do with relationships, the relationships with ourselves, the relationship that we have as we walk our path, which is what we ultimately was the theme that we went with. When I get to the theme healing song, I'll discuss that more. It also has to do with living space, where we live. So relationships, our path ahead, walking our path, being on our path. The difference between knowing our path and walking our path, it's not good enough just to know our path. We have to walk our path. We have to be actively taking the journey, taking the adventure. Also has to do with relationships and our living space. So all of that is in play at this time. And all our potential new moon intentions. Because every time there is a new moon, I feel it's the strongest time, even though we can do it any time of the month, strongest time to put out our new moon intention to attract, create, manifest. So all those 3 are for grab. If we want to move, we want a relationship, a better relationship with ourselves, or we want a relationship with someone else. It could be any type of relationship, but this is borderlining on love. But it could be any type of relationship that we seek. As long as there's 2 willing parties, 2 consenting adults, so be it. Now, like I said, the spiritual aspect really has to do with our path, figuring out if we are on the proper path for us. Does it feel proper? This is the energy of the element of water, love, passion, creativity, spirituality. This is the summer vibration, summer vibe. And it is still technically summer here in the States. And new moons are typically a time of new starts, launching, beginning things. Though this energy really has to do with, when I say relationships, always, 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 the most important relationship is with ourselves. This is a Virgo new moon. Virgos are known, I know Virgo very well, know the energy very well. Virgos are known to spend time by themselves. They can be known as the hermit. So it is through self-discovery, hopefully, not from trying to hide from the insecurities of the world, hopefully. But spending time by ourself, absolutely. And then there is living space. Are we happy with where we are living? If we're not, what are we doing about it? We could clean our room or our house or our environment wherever we are, so we energetically prepare for moving. We might have to look into saving more money or making more money to move. But what we could do is perhaps a vision board of where we would like to move, or do some research online, perhaps plan a trip to a specific place that we're thinking about moving to check it out, scout it out. And then ultimately, our physical body, because our physical body is the home for our soul. Now, this energy by itself doesn't specifically go to a religious or spiritual path. It's just a path ahead of us. And that's what we choose is what we choose as individuals. All right, I'm going to move on. Now, moving on to the day energy. The day energy is, of course, for August 30th, when the actual new moon occurs. The actual Virgo new moon, moon being in Virgo, is at 6:37 a.m. Eastern, and just a time to where you are on the globe. And the color of the day is white. And we are undergoing, which gives it a heavier tone, but not negative, more weight to it, more body to it, more oomph to it. We are undergoing what is known as the soul's journey. We undergo this about 4 times a year, once per season. This is the time for the summer vibration here in the States, would be winter, the other side of the globe. So soul's journey is a 3-week crash course of the soul. Each day, it's a major life lesson. Why are we here? What are we doing? What are we doing about it? Do we feel fulfilled? Are we happy? Being co-creators with spirit, what would we like to manifest, create, attract? Especially around new moon times. Now, this is the energy of, I should say, let me say one more thing about the week energy. I did not say the astrological influence is the planet Saturn in Pisces. That's a very visionary, very deep, because of Pisces influence, very visionary energy. And the planet Saturn does give us the influence of working for it, putting in the effort and the time. And in this case, it might be to walk away from something or someone, or just to take a break. All right. So the astrological influence for the day energy is Sagittarius. So all Sagittarius sun signs are activated, empowered, and are triggered for this lunar month. So the month we're talking about is new moon to new moon. So this is August 30th through September 27th, 2019. And if you happen to have the placement of Saturn in Pisces in your chart, you're activated, empowered, and are triggered as well. If you're astrologically inclined, you can look to see where Sagittarius is in your chart to see what's going on with those, whatever house that it falls in. and the areas that are affected by that house. So all 12 houses of the zodiac, different areas of our life. If you're curious and you know your chart, you can look to see where Saturn is as well. Or Pisces. Pisces is an energy that we've been working with for this zodiac year. We have that Pisces-like energy, so it keeps reminding us, are we doing what's necessary for our life, our path? All right. So this Sagittarius energy has to do with integration, would be the key word as far as I'm concerned. Now, this was the energy that we were working with for the Aquarius full moon of August 15th. Let's see. Oh, it was part of the month energy, for Leo 2019. That's why. All right. The month prior. So it's beckoning us back to Leo 2019. So let's see exactly when that is. July 22nd through August 22nd. All right. So it's bringing us back to that month. Did we get, probably did we get insight, or did we see things start to fall together, be placed together like pieces of a puzzle? Most likely. Things started to, especially towards the second half of Leo, the last 2 weeks as opposed to first 2 weeks. Because things are picking up momentum as of August 14th. And prior to that, we were still dealing with the current Mercury retrograde period, and the first 2 weeks of August were intense because of July. We had a lunar eclipse and a solar eclipse. That stirred things up, always does. And then the first 2 weeks of August was dealing, basically. Everything was thrown up in the air, and then we had to sort things out, and that's called dealing. And people were on edge. First 2 weeks of August. All right. So, integration. This is also an energy of connecting with our guides, our spirit guides. I was raised Catholic. They used to call them guardian angels. Same difference. Sometimes it's Uncle Mike. Sometimes it's the Archangel Michael. It is what it is. But we all have, I make a joke, if we didn't have a guide, we would be one. So we all have someone who is with us, and always, but this is a very good time to connect or reconnect with them. It's also a time to get, Virgo likes to be practical, but it's also a time to get busy with this day energy. An integration within ourselves, so we do not fight ourselves, so we not work against ourselves. That's self-knowledge, of course. Self-discovery. So that's big for this lunar month. But really getting down, and not getting down and dirty, getting down and practical and doing something with our hands, or a craft, crafting something, putting something together. It's going to be different things for different people, of course, but really getting down to the nitty-gritty and doing it. If you've been thinking about it, then it's time to do it. No better time than a new moon. All right, so this is the way I look at it. The best time to put out our new moon intentions is the actual new moon and 2 days after. But like I said, you can do it at any point of the month. So now another new moon suggestion based on the universal collective energy. You can connect with your guides or discover who your guides are or one of your key guides. Is there anything that needs integration in your life? Any area of your life that needs integration, that you need to put it all together, pieces of the puzzle together to make more sense? You can ask for assistance with that as well. All right. Now let's get to the psychic insight theme. Putting out space. Psychic insight theme for this new moon. Excuse me as I put this all together. Okay. All right. So, the Virgo new moon is at 6 degrees, for those who are astrologically inclined. The astrological influence is the sun in Virgo. So all Virgo sun signs are activated, empowered, and are triggered for this lunar month, August 30th through September 27th. Now, this is the energy of, which is very Virgo, bad investment of time and or energy. And it's also the energy of perhaps an apprenticeship or showing our wares to others. Well, I'm not going to say no, but it's more preparing and getting things ready and together. Really, again, getting down to work, mastering our craft, whatever that is. So, if that involves taking a class or a course or brushing up, somehow doing research development, then so be it. If that feels proper, get busy. But bad investment of time and our energy. First of all, are we in our own way? Now, this is the Sagittarius energy, which was the energy of the day. That's a fire sign. That's fire energy is a spark of life, the spark of divinity within us all. Namaste. This is an earth energy. It has to be earth because Virgo is an earth sign. Earth represents work, job, finances, career, sense of security within, self-worth, self-love, self-esteem, self-confidence, which I always say is vital to attracting, creating, manifesting anything. And then long-range goals and physical health. So out of that, is there anything there that needs your energy, time, effort, or that you would like to ask for assistance for a new moon intention? But bad investment of time and our energy. We really have to make sure that we're not in our own way. Do we talk ourselves out of things? Maybe it's out of because of what has happened to us in the past. If that's the case, then we need to clear it. We need to step back or spend some time to ourselves in quiet reflection or just to hear ourselves think in nature, wherever you go to be by yourself. But to make sure that we're not in our own way. And then, where do we place our time and or energy? Is that a bad investment of our time and our energy? Now, we're basically thinking about our path ahead, the journey, the adventure that we are on, called life. So, and again, this is an energy that is doing something, crafting something, putting something together, perfecting it. It's always a Virgo thing, but really putting the final touches maybe on it, or having a thought, an idea, and then making it physical, fleshing it out. working it out, getting busy, indeed. Virgos like to be, it's a very practical energy, like to be practical. So this get a bad investment of time and our energy. That could be, are we involved in a relationship? Could be from our past that we need to put in perspective, or we need to let it go, let it be, so we can make room for a relationship that's more to our liking or that is healthier for us. That's one example. Having a better relationship with ourselves, of course. Living space, making I always make sure that things are pretty tidy and neat, and if I need to throw things out, keep things out of the way, then I'll put it in a space where I cannot physically see it. Right? That's what closets are for, if need be. It's not an out of sight, out of mind type of thing. It's more out of sight. It's not going to clutter your thoughts, your mind. All right. So let's see. What else can I add to this? So I would say in Virgo fashion, this is very practical, down to earth, getting down to business, whatever that means for us, settling a score maybe with ourselves about a relationship or where we live. Remember, the relationship with ourselves is the most important. All right, let's move on. Now, the theme healing song. First, I received "The Path We Walk is Our Own." That was not meant for us that we need to be alone, well, at times, but not ultimately, or that I didn't really want to go a religious or spiritual route with the theme healing song. So I wanted to be universal, collective, unless it really was hit me over the head, but it wasn't. And I didn't want to get a song that was depressing, quite frankly. I mean, they're out there. So the song that we ended up choosing is "A Sky Full of Stars" by Coldplay. I didn't even see that coming. I mean, I am a fan, but I didn't see that coming. And that was released in 2014, I believe, off of their album Ghost Stories, I believe. Like May of 2014, I believe it was released. Anyway, it's a wonderful song. Now, when you listen to the song, I want you to envision looking in a mirror, because that's what it really is. Having a love affair with ourselves. That's a point I want to bring up. Okay, I'll bring that up next. Having a love affair with ourselves, loving ourselves, the good, the bad, the wise, and the wicked, warts and all, accepting ourselves, embracing ourselves, truly being who we are, and then getting busy, getting on our path, making headway. Let me check something. Yes, indeed. Okay, so in the tarot, there are different stages of, well, according to my calculations, of love. There's the beginning stages, the flirting stages, the batting of the eyelashes, the twirling of the hair, holding hands, gazing into each other's eyes, cup of joe, Java, long talks. Okay, great. Then there is the love affair stage of perhaps tripping the light, fantastic, but not necessarily a commitment. Now, we were working with that energy for the Aquarius full moon of August 15th. Okay? So that's being brought up. Now, this energy that we have as our weak energy is the relationship commitment stage. So we could be questioning if we're in the proper relationship for ourselves. Or some people might be thinking about engagement or marriage. It's like make it or break it time. So that certainly could be in the air this lunar month. Specifically the week of August 30th through September 6th. But like I said, everything that falls on this day carries the tone for the month. In this case, the lunar month of the new moon to new moon. All right. So, sky full of stars. Again, having a love affair with ourselves, looking in the mirror as if we're talking to ourselves. So it's a great song. I mean, I'm definitely a fan of Coldplay, but that's really how I'm envisioning. And of course, it could be said to someone else. If you want to commit yourself to someone else in a relationship, then so be it. Then fine. All right, going to end it there. So until next time we connect, you be well, take care, stay inspired, keep well, keep happy. Thank you for joining us. Go to my website at ragosta.community, link Medium Tarot TV. Check out my video subscription service, Medium Tarot TV Plus, Feed Your Soul, and where you can subscribe. And also, let's see. Well, through summer 2019, so that's through almost this entire month, but through September 22nd, I'm having a sale on my psychic readings. I have been busy. Thank you for those who took advantage of it. So go to my website, ragosta.community, link readings, and the sale rate is there through summer 2019. Almost this entire lunar month. A few days short. All right, have a great one. I hope to see you real soon in another video. Let's stay on, get on our path, and be happy.